The title for Star Wars Episode VIII has been announced. The title will be Star Wars The Last Jedi. So, as you may or may not know, but Episode VIII is being directed by Rian Johnson, and J.J. Abrams is one of the executive producers along with Kathleen Kennedy, who's in charge of Lucasfilm, and somebody else. And of course, since Episode VIII is starting right after the conclusion of The Force Awakens, and it's definitely going to be a different film than the rest because there's no time jump. So while there is no big, I think there could be could be a day later. I think that'd be more reasonable. And I hope they still start off with in space. They could have, Chewbacca, because Chewbacca came with Rey. Chewbacca leaving to tell the Resistance they found while Rey stayed to train with Luke Skywalker. That's my general prediction at the beginning. But on to what this title means. So before I go into that too much, when I first heard this title, it made me think of the Legends young adult novel series, The Last of the Jedi. I figure maybe name-wise it's a slight callback to it. I don't think it's too much. It's not much of it. Yeah. And though Jedi can be both singular and plural, I think it's referring to singular, the last Jedi. I think most likely it is going to be referring to Luke Skywalker, the last Jedi of old, the last one trained under the Jedi Order. He started his own new generation. It failed. So I think maybe in this, he's not going to train Rey as a Jedi. Some people speculate it could be referring to Rey, but I think The Force Awakens, the title referred to the Force awakening within Rey. And I think this title is referencing Luke Skywalker being the last Jedi and starting, and then he may be reluctant to train Rey, but when he does, he won't train Rey as a Jedi. It'll end up being a new order of Force wielders who maybe seek to find more balance. And for all we know, I'm just bringing Star Wars Rebels real quick, but for Kanan and Ezra, neither of them are really Jedi, but they're like gray Jedi, so they could be referred. But if they are to be introduced in Secret Trilogy, I think this might be the trilogy to introduce them in. I don't know. If they even consider it, I don't think they will. But I think most likely it's referring to Luke Skywalker being the last Jedi, and then he'll be training Rey to be a new generation of Force wielders. I'm thinking Force wielders. But it's a new generation, a new type. Not Jedi, still here to the light, but not as set in its ways as the Jedi Order of old, which maybe that's why his Jedi Order or his new generation of Jedi were able to be wiped out so easily because they were too much like the old. No, a new Jedi Order, that follows very different practices than the first, maybe taking, a similar name but not quite like Jedi with two eyes, because that's what in Legends that was the name of the original group of Force wielders in the galaxy, and by that I mean if you go to Legends timeline, go to way, like millions of years before the Battle of Yavin. The first order of Force wielders is the Jedi Order with two eyes. So that would be a neat callback to, here's this new order of Force wielders who strive for balance, because in Legends, the Jedi Order wanted balance between the two, whereas the Jedi Order wanted, adhere to the light side of the Force. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen, but who knows how. I forgot to mention, you may have noticed that the title in the picture that they released was red, And I really wanted to say something I forgot, so I'm tacking this on at the end kind of place, but yeah. First of all, I think there's a couple reasons why they're doing it. One, they could be hinting at a darker tone, though I have heard that it's not gonna be as dark as I think people are expecting it to be. I'm trying to be open-minded by this stuff, cause then I won't be disappointed if the movie's not the way I wanted. But anyhow, I think part of the reason why they made it red rather than yellow, goldish yellow, was to help differentiate it from The Force Awakens. Because Rogue One had a different logo, was kind of a bronze color. Then this one they make it red. And then the Han Solo movie, that's gonna be its own. I think its logo is gonna be a slightly different color. So I think though when and then Episode 9, it's also gonna be another color, and they're gonna be doing this, I think, to help differentiate them a lot in advertising. Yet, because in Rogue One, when Rogue One appeared in the movie for the title, it was in that same goldish yellow that we are so familiar with Star Wars. So I think in the movies they'll keep it the same, yet in marketing they'll use it to distinguish. And then when Return of the Jedi was in production, originally it was going to be called Revenge of the Jedi, and it was red, I rather than yellow. And I think they might do that as a callback. Plus, Empire Strikes Back was blue in some marketing material, not the same yellow gold in differentiate from the marketing. Well, in the movies themselves, they're going to keep the logo the goldish yellow. Though it could be hinting at a slight darker tone or somebody's going to die. Who knows? But yeah, I think mostly it's going to be a marketing ploy. Because in the original trilogy, each movie in its marketing used different colors to a certain extent. Especially Return of the Jedi when it was before they renamed it to Return of the Jedi when it was originally called Revenge of the Jedi. And that was like a last minute decision. So yeah, could be a callback to that somewhat. The first Jedi, the first film in the saga, you use the term Jedi in the title. Return of the Jedi was originally Revenge of the Jedi. It was marketed with red for its logo. So I'm thinking they are using that as a subtle name for the Star Wars The Last Jedi. I think they made it red to correlate to that title and that look. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for future content. I upload regularly on Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Check me out on social media, links in the description below. Support me on Patreon. Check out my Google site, and feel free to subscribe to my other channel. Have a good day, good night, wherever you are. Have a good one.